Welcome back. Our next guest is a very funny actor, writer, and comedian. You know from the film Fire Island. He stars in Loot. New episodes of the third season air Wednesdays on Apple TV. Let's take a look.
She's allergic to so many things. I mean, I can't commit this to memory before tonight.
Oh, don't worry about it. I created a mnemonic device specifically for this situation. Beautiful Albanian Dua Lipa slays in Giambattista Valley Lemon with big, beautiful buckle. But Marc Jacobs had her looking like Britney with crystal hip chains at Met Gala. We need polka dots. Easy.
Dua Lipa's Albanian?
Oh.
Please welcome back to the show, Joel Kim Booster.
I'm so good. I'm so good.
I'm so happy to have you back. We're going to talk about Loot, but I would be remiss if I did not congratulate you as one of the voices in K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
A phenomenon.
It's crazy. It's wild. It's really insane.
I've talked to some other people involved in it. Obviously, no one had any expectations this is what it would be.
I don't think so. And let's be clear here. I am three voices, very small parts. I'm barely a part of the film.
You're
very
romance.
happy
Here's one. Here's one voice.
I'm
There you go.
romance. I'm
Okay.
one of the titular demons.
That's good.
But very, very happy and proud to be a part of it, even in a small way. But it is wild because that character, I think, has roughly 4 lines. And yet there are so many fan accounts and subreddits devoted to this character, extrapolating all these things about his personality and like what he likes and what he doesn't like. And I'm like, guys, 4 lines.
You said you did 3 characters.
I did
What were
3,
the other
yes.
2?
I was the host of the finale talent show.
Okay.
And then, so when my partner and I watched it, we were like, let's not look it up. Let's just like see or hear the voices. And
Because you had done it a long time ago.
Exactly. I'd done it like 2 years ago, maybe, and it was like 20 minutes in the booth, in and out. And I don't know who the 3rd character is. And of course I could look it up.
Yeah.
Of course I could look it up. But we want to, as an excuse to rewatch the movie, we want to find it organically, and we're convinced we can, but we've watched it twice and we have not.
Wow. Because you should be able to recognize your own voice.
You'd think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd think. Or at very least, the person I'm about to marry should.
Oh, you're right. Because in the end, our voices always sound different to us.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't sound different to him.
No,
Yeah.
I guess I'm a chameleon, you know?
You
I
disappeared your characters.
transform. Yeah, I really come alive in the booth.
This is going to be obviously K-pop Demon Hunters are going to be all over Halloween.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I've already been sent pictures of a lot of my friends' kids dressed up as different Sasha boys.
I will also say I think that's a great costume. It's also way too basic for you.
Yeah. Oh, I would never. I would never, no.
I remember the last time you were here, you said you were going to maybe go as sexy La Brea Tar Pits.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's a
that
good
was the
one
plan.
because you don't ever worry about going to a party and seeing someone else.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was, after I said that on the show, reminded that it could get into some dangerous territory if I decided to paint myself
True.
tar colored.
Yeah. That's a bad call. I'm glad in this day and age you remember.
I dodged that bullet.
And
I
you
really
made
thought
another
about it.
choice, which
Yes.
was you dressed up like a Beanie Baby.
Yes, I was slutty Princess Diana Beanie Baby.
Okay. So here's.
This is the reference photo.
Now I'm gonna just now obviously plenty of people knew what the Princess Diana Beanie Baby was.
Sure,
I will admit that I did not, but obviously a lot of
One
people
of the
did.
most famous Beanie Babies.
Obviously. Yeah. But when you walked in, what percentage of people immediately knew who you were?
Well, so you can't really tell, but I am wearing a tie tag as an earring.
Okay, gotcha.
And so that tipped people off. And of course, the iconic white rose.
Yeah, that's the part that the effort made to match the white rose.
Yeah. I'm an artist. I'm an artist.
You're also getting married. Congratulations.
Yes, I am.
And this Halloween. No, but this Halloween is bachelor parties.
Yes. Oh, yeah. This Halloween, I'm about to, at the end of this week, go to New Orleans for our bachelor
Fantastic.
party, which is very
And so,
exciting.
how are you sharing a bachelor party?
No, so what is going on is he and with his wedding party got a house, and me and my wedding party got a separate house.
Got it.
And we'll overlap on certain dinners and activities, but it's really great because we want to do radically different things in New Orleans while we're there. And so, like for instance, I am taking my wedding party to the gun range.
Okay, great.
And because, listen, I grew up around guns. My dad was a hunter. I am very familiar with guns. I have no interest in owning a gun at
Yep.
this point in my life. But what the direction we seem to be going, I think everyone should know how to use a gun.
Yeah, just maybe a little bit. Yeah.
Just a little bit. Just, just know how to turn the safety off.
Yeah.
If you should happen to
Don't
be in that
embarrass
situation.
yourself the first time you pick one up. Right.
Exactly.
And do you think the people in your wedding party are excited about this?
No, none
Okay.
of them are. Your good friends Bowen
Yang,
and
yeah.
Matt Rogers are in my wedding party.
Oh, wow. Those are two people I do
yes.
not picture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And no, I like the part of the reason for doing this is just to see Bowen with a gun. Like it's gonna be amazing.
And
That's the memory I
not
want
a
with
sketch
me.
gun, a gun.
An
Yeah.
actual gun. But yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Loot, congratulations.
Thank
Another
you.
season of Loot with our dear friend Maya Rudolph. And also, your father on Loot is John Lutz, our friend who was in the show earlier tonight as the Leave It Alone guy. So John, of course, has been a friend of mine forever, and it's fantastic casting.
I mean, I was over the moon when they told me that he was going to play my dad because I'm such a 30 Rock fan,
Yes.
obviously, like everybody in America. And, he was so funny on that show. I will say he's roughly 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
So as happy as I was to have him playing my dad, I don't know how excited he was. Came as quite a shock.
I say this as someone who is John's age. I feel like you look younger than your age than we look older for ours,
Well,
is the compliment. And
You
also
know,
we look a little old for
the thing is about being Asian is that I will look this age for roughly the next 20 to 30 years. And then it will suddenly take a sharp left turn. And I will look like a pillar of salt ready to disintegrate into the wind. Like, it is so...
So
it's
Lutz and
so
I just have
crazy.
to wait you out.
Yeah, no, truly.
Okay,
really,
gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to him.
I'm never gonna have a daddy phase. I'm gonna skip straight from 32 to granddaddy. And it's very upsetting.
All right, well, it's something to look forward to. This show is about massive amounts of wealth.
Yes.
Have you ever thought over the course of making it, like what you would do if you had that kind of money?
Now, okay, I have to preface this by saying we are removing altruism from this answer because if I did have that amount of money, I would do something good with it.
Right,
I
but
would
that's-
do,
nobody wants-
I'm a
that's
good
boring
person,
and yeah,
but that's
yeah.
boring for talk shows, So what I thought about when you asked me this question was I would definitely hire like 3 to 4 people and pay for them to go under extensive plastic surgery to look exactly like me.
Okay.
So I could send them out to do all of the things that I don't want to show up for.
Wow. I mean, you couldn't have gone farther away from altruism with your answer. You really,
In fact,
another
yeah,
hard left turn.
Taking advantage of someone who's clearly in need of money to go under plastic
Yeah.
surgery to do face-off.
Well,
for
I
me.
think we're all hoping
yeah.
it happens for you.
Yeah. Me too.
Hey,
Because I certainly wouldn't be here, let me tell you.
Congratulations on Luke. Congratulations on your upcoming nuptials. Joel, it is always so fantastic to see you. Joel Kim Booster, everybody. New episodes of Loot air Wednesdays on Apple TV. We'll be right back with John Dunn.